Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kathleen. In today's video I wanted to do a book tag for you guys. And today's book tag that I'm going to do is the Would You Rather book tag, and this is the first version of the book tag. I know that there's a second version that just recently came out, and I've seen this book tag all over BookTube, and I just had a lot of fun. I thought the questions were entertaining, and I wanted to share with you guys my answers to the questions. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the very first question asks us, would you rather read only trilogies or only standalones? This question is actually very easy for me. I would rather read trilogies. Now, don't get me wrong, I love standalones. I have some awesome standalones that I've read. Some of my favorite books are standalones. For example, The Book Thief. That's one of my favorite books of all times. And it is a standalone. But then again, most of my favorite books are trilogies or even series. For example, the Harry Potter series, that's a 7-book series. We have the Lord of the Rings series, again a 4-book series including The Hobbit. That is some of my favorite book series of all time, and they have multiple books in them. And another reason why I love trilogies as opposed to standalones is because there's a lot more world building and we get a lot more out of the content. And the next question that they ask us is, would you rather read only female authors or male authors? For me, I usually don't have any preference. It's not like I go up to a book and I'm like, oh, it's a male author, or oh, it's a female author, not gonna read it. That's not how it works. I love both female and male authors equally. Again, I'm gonna go back to my favorite book series. We have Harry Potter, female author. We have one of my favorite books, The Book Thief, male author. Also, The Lord of the Rings, male author. However, for the sake of this question, if I have to choose either one or the other, I will have to choose female authors. Not because there's anything wrong with male authors. It just so happens that some of the books that I really want to read in the coming months are female authors. For example, the Mortal Instruments series, they are by Cassandra Clare. I want to finish them. And a lot of books on my TBR list were written by females. So I hate this question just because I don't know how to answer this question. I don't know if I'm giving a satisfactory answer, but if I had to choose, I would just go ahead and just choose female. Alright, so the next question asks us, would you rather only shop at Barnes & Nobles or Amazon? Again, another difficult question for me because I love Barnes & Nobles. I have 2 Barnes & Nobles within my area, and I go to one of them at least twice a week. I am constantly at Barnes & Nobles. I love going in there and seeing all those books beautifully displayed on the shelves, and whenever I go to Barnes & Nobles, I actually find new books that I want to read, and I always add them to my wish list. But then again, the wish list that I add these books to is my Amazon wish list, because Amazon is considerably cheaper. And so I really love Amazon for their prices. But then again, like I said, I love Barnes & Noble. And even though it's expensive in this scenario, I will have to choose Barnes & Nobles. I'm gonna go broke, my wallet is gonna hate me forever. However, I just love the feel of a physical bookstore. I love going in there and just looking at the displays, of the beautiful displays of books. Alright, so the next question asks us, would you rather have books become TV shows or movies? This is actually not that hard for me to answer, honestly. I would rather them become TV shows, because I feel like movies, they cut a lot off in order to fit it into a 2.5, maybe 3-hour movie. I feel like they cut a lot of important details out, and I end up becoming frustrated with movies because there's just so much information that they leave out in order to fit it in that time slot. And I feel like with TV shows, you have a lot more time and opportunity to create an awesome adaptation of that book. Alright guys, so next question asks us, would you rather be a professional reviewer or a professional author? And for me, I would rather be a professional reviewer, mostly because I feel like writing is a talent. If you have the talent for it, please write, create beautiful works of literature and inspire the rest of us readers by your beautiful words. I don't have that talent. I tried writing in like high school and I'm okay at it, but I don't feel like I have that talent for writing. However, I do have plenty of opinions over the books, so I would much rather be a reviewer because that gives me like the excuse of reading beautiful works of literature. So I would rather be a professional reviewer. Alright guys, so the next question asks us, would you rather only be able to read your top 20 favorite books over and over again, or only be able to read new books every single time? I'm going to choose the option that is least limiting. I would rather read a new book every time as opposed to reading my top 20 over and over again. I feel like having to read a new book every time would give me the opportunity to find new favorites. So I don't know, I would rather just read new books every time. Alright, question number 8 asks us, would you rather be a librarian or a bookseller? I don't know. I mean, like, what's the real difference? They're both surrounded by books. I don't know. I guess I would rather be a bookseller, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I would just rather be a bookseller. I don't know. I really don't have a preference. I think I would just rather be a bookseller. Alright guys, and then the next question asks us, would you rather only read your favorite genre or read every genre except your own? So you have either the option of only reading your favorite genre for the rest of your life or reading everything else but your favorite genre. Again, I'm going to go with the option that is least limiting for me, and I'm going to go ahead and choose having to read every genre except my own favorite. Alright, the final question asks us, would you rather read only physical books or only ebooks? Can you tell by my shelves which one will be my answer? I would rather read physical books. Now don't get me wrong, I love ebooks. I have an e-reader, which is my Nook by Barnes & Noble. I love this little device. I have like 100 books on this little device, and because I travel a lot, I always carry this with me so that I can read on the plane. I love it. It is my babe. However, nothing beats the feel of a physical book in your hand. I love physical books. I love the smell of books. I love displaying my books on my bookcases. I love like when you put a bookmark and you can see like by the side like where you are on the book, like what your progress is. I love that. It gives me satisfaction. I don't know why. It makes me feel good. Alright guys, so there is the 10 questions of the Would You Rather book tag. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you are new to my channel and would like to see more, please hit that subscribe button. I would love to see you again on my next video. Stay tuned for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day guys, and keep reading.